Braves, D Hoop, Ronnie, what up, man? Hey, everybody tap the fuck out that like and that heart button, man. Keep pressing that bitch till we get 20, 30 people in this bitch, man. He said that's Cholo. He said that's cool. Cholo Fit dude is your friends, Primo. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Ricky. That shit crazy, bro. There's a little bit more. I can get into more depth with it later with you, dog. But we gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Tay Garcia said, "Yo," he said, "I'll smoke you, fool." Hey, hey, send the invite, motherfucker. Send the invite. I'll whoop your ass, Teddy. I'll fuck your shit up, boy. Huh, mama? Tell him we'll whoop his ass, huh?
What would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Taking it to 15,
all right, let's go.
A short kick. And able to get this out.
Let's go. Super Hooper 817. Who the hell is you, man? Turn your mic on, G. Let's get it. Turn your mic on, my boy. Turn your mic on, my boy. I want smoke. Turn your mic on. He said my son won Halloween, dog. He sure did, bro. He sure did. That Cholo fit was hard as fuck, Ricardo. That Cholo fit had it. When I seen it, I was dying, bro. Cholo fit hard. That fool was funny, dog. That fool was funny, dog. I fuck with him, bro. He said I sold my PS5. I bet you did, dog. You better. Oh shit. Oh shit. I bet you did sell your PS5, fool. Wesley, what up, Wesley? Go Pack, go in this bitch, Wes.
Timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Oh my God, come on, coach.
That was a classic example of trying
run that shit back.
Without securing the
run that shit back.
Instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here we go. He said it's hard times for a Mexican, LOL. Lou Bundles, what up? Daz Whitaker, what up, my boy?
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well.
If anybody want to play, send the invite, man. I'll leave this game right now. Let's go. Anybody want to play, send the fucking invite.
Defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
I'd rather play some real smoke than all pro, man. Let's go. Let's go. Grant said, what up, G? What's good, my boy? Jamie O'Donnell, man. Go Pack, go, big dog, to the end of it, homie. I don't give a fuck what they saying about our Packers, G. JJ, can you pay attention to your sister? You wanted to come with her, no? Come on, then.
Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez.
Said I can't believe Packers didn't get anyone at the trade deadline. Yeah, me too, bro. We're literally just sinking ship, dog.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Ah, come on.
But it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
One back in the backfield.
Let's go. Let's go. He said I can't believe that. Shut your ass up, Ted. You a hater, fool. You a hater, fool. Ted's a big fucking Packer hater, dog. He wants to say DC4L. It's DC4L. That's how Cowboy fans sound, fool, when they say DC4L. DC4L. Just like that, my boy. Just like that. Out of bounds, baby. Let's go. That's how y'all sound, folks. DC4L. Just like that, fool, like Hainas, dog. He said, I can believe that. What did he say? He said, and you're a big Cowboys hater. Fuck yeah, I am, fool. Hate the Cowgirls, fool. Fuck the Cowgirls.
Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a 33-yard attempt.
Come on. Come on, kick it, bitch. Kick it, bitch. Kick it, bitch. Kick it, bitch. Pick it, bitch.
And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy.
I really feel like I should just use Mason's chair at home, baby. This shit right here, I'm like, down here, look at.
Always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Oh shit, JJ, go get my barber chair. It was still there, baby. Yeah, JJ, can you go get it? Yeah, before someone picks it up, fool. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna paint it black. I'm gonna paint it black again, and then I'm gonna. Then we'll get a new chair for it, a new cushion. I need that barber chair, fool. Queen Sunbury in this bitch. What up, Queen?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
Fuck off me, boy. 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 Fuck, boy. Trying to run one blitz.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones.
You're gonna need to go through the back to bring it in. So tell Joanna to give you the my house key's right there. It's the that's not the house key, huh? Tell Joanna to give you the key. Let's go, let's go. He said the force is in the fucking building, man. Let's go, Ronald. Let's go, Range. Hey, ooh. Hey, you going live tonight, Ronald? I need to catch one of your streams, big dog. You going live tonight, Ronald, or what? He said, how do you feel about the Packers season, man? Jalen White, man. Shit, Jalen. Hey, Jalen. The same way you feeling, bro. The same way you feeling, G. Like shit. We having a shitty season, bro. All we're missing is a little bit of chemistry, dog. It's a little bit of chemistry with the wide receivers, and I don't think our wide receivers suck. Aaron Rodgers didn't play no fucking preseason, no training camp, nothing. So, like, how are you gonna have all these rookies and all these new receivers and not spend no time to get to know them? Like, you know what I'm saying? He fucked up. Let's go, baby. You ready, mama? Come on, come here, come here, come here.
For the touchdown. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Say, let's go, Packers. See, maybe they can't even see her.
The ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret.
Say, what's good, take a fan? Say, what's good, take a fan? Woo!
Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The Princess is here, y'all. Let's go. Rico and his bitch. What up, Rico? He said my Steelers not doing good, man. Yeah, the Steelers ain't doing good. My Packers are playing like shit. The what's another team? Raiders is playing like shit. Who else, man? Let's name all the teams in the chat that are playing like shit this year. The Cowboys are playing like shit. Watch what Ted says. Hey, there's your answer right there, Queen. Did you hear her cough? That's how she's doing. She ain't doing. She's getting a little bit better, but
now after the touchdown,
she's at least not crying right now. Come, mama.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Let's go. 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 He said, "Oh, poor baby, Josh Ratliff, man. What up, Bob? What up, Bob?" Jalen White said the Bears, the Lions, everybody in our division except for the Vikings on food. Hey, Jalen, you a Packer fan too or what, G?
Able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out there.
Oh, my baby. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Give me that shit, fucking fuck boy. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. High step in that hole. Come on. He said, what it do, Taker? What's good, my boy? What's good, West End? We got West End in the fucking building, man. You ready, West End? I know you want your lick back. You ready?
Bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give
let's go.
to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Jai Pfeiffer in this bitch. What up, Jai? He said, what's good, King Taker? My motherfucking brother, man. What's good, Jai? How you living, G? Oh, my baby. I know.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Yellow. 2nd down and 8. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Crosby to take off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab?
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Crosby connects on the end. Up to 11.
Chiefs 17. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
That one into the hands of Watkins downfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
43!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Snap comes at 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mahomes now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chiefs 23. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Taking over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Trent McDuffie. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Rodgers now on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. One, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers throwing here. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30. Now he's into the clear again. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score. Packers 52, Chiefs 23. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 10, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins from 10 yards out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears won't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Hurts will throw.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the 43, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Snap comes at 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. And inside give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
taking it right down Broadway. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 96 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Comes in for the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Shoves him away. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Touchdown! The home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Hurts fumbles it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Look at my team! 70 Ranger!
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they give the Jones off tackle. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, here's Jones. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Eagles nothing.
First down, Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Lead it out left to Dobbs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They go play action with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 54 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback at just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers again now.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Watkins on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And again, it's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. He's got time. They still can't get him. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Gotta have this one. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Throwing is Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now a handoff, running left is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And some room to work. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 31 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Off of play action, Tagovailoa, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Let's go now.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Packers! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to feed. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, Tua.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They can find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Wilson with it, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, 26 yards.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Three yards remain for second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And again, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And on first and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 2 now on first down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Oh, and 2 are going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A check down here to Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Let's go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Going up top. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They lead big, and And a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua on the move to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Tua going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in fantasy football world, these points mean a lot
there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part.